picture this. You move to the greater Phoenix area, you buy a beautiful home, and 6 months later you realize you picked the wrong city. The golf course guy is now stuck in soccer mom traffic. The family person is stuck to a rooftop bar that shakes the windows until 2 a.m. And the deal hunter, they overpaid by $150,000. This happens more than you think because Scottsdale, Peoria, and Glendale sit within about 20 miles of each other. They share a zip code area, a freeway system, and the same desert sun. But the lifestyles, they could not be more different. Today, I'm breaking down all three cities: prices, vibes, schools, commute, long-term value. Everything you need to pick the right one. I am a local agent. I help people relocate to the Valley each week. And if you want more videos like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It will make sure you don't miss the next city breakdown. All right, let's get into it. Before we dive in, here is a cheat sheet. Scottsdale is the luxury pick, resort living, higher prices, nightlife. Peoria is the family pick, newer homes, lakes, youth sports everywhere. Glendale is the value pick, established neighborhoods, sports and entertainment, and your dollar stretches the furthest. Now, that is the bumper sticker version. The real story has a lot more layers. Let's start with Scottsdale. Scottsdale is the city where you have probably heard of, even if you have not been to Arizona. The median home price in Scottsdale is hovering around $965,000 to $1 million as of early 2026. Single-family homes push higher than that. We're talking a median price closer to 1.3 for detached homes. Why? 3 reasons. First, the amenities. Scottsdale has over 50 golf courses. Let me say that again. 50 golf courses, plus world-class spas, 5-star resorts, and the kind of restaurants where you probably need a reservation 3 weeks out. Second, the nightlife. Old Town Scottsdale is the entertainment hub for the entire valley. Rooftop bars, live music. It's the place where 25 to 40-year-olds come to let loose and where celebrities may be hiding in plain sight. Third, the address. Scottsdale carries a brand. Fair or not, saying you live in Scottsdale opens doors at dinner parties. It is the Arizona equivalent of saying you live in Beverly Hills, just with fewer palm trees and way more saguaros. But here is the honest part. Scottsdale is big. We're talking 184 square miles stretch from north to south like a burrito. North Scottsdale's quiet, mountainous, gated, and expensive. Think $2 million homes on the hillside with camelback views. South Scottsdale's younger, more urban, surprisingly affordable with condos around $400,000. What is Scottsdale actually for? It fits you if you want walkable nightlife, top-tier dining, and golf out your back door. It fits you if you do not flinch at the price tag. And it fits you if you want your home to feel like a vacation every day. It's probably not the best fit for you if you have 4 kids in travel sports and on a tight budget. You can make it work, but your dollar will not stretch the way it does in a Peoria or a Glendale. Now, let's go across the valley to Peoria. If Scottsdale is where you want to be seen, Peoria is where you go to raise kids. The median sale price in Peoria sits between $435,000 and $600,000 in early 2026. That is roughly 40% less than Scottsdale for a home in similar size. Sometimes more, but the price is just the surface. What makes Peoria special is the way the city is designed. It is newer. A lot of Peoria homes were built starting in 1990 and forward, which means master plan communities are the norm. Estancia, Trilogy, West Wing, these are all kinds of neighborhoods where every street has a park, the school is inside the community, and the home has actual modern insulation, which matters when it's 115 degrees outside in the summer. Peoria also has something Scottsdale cannot give you: water. Lake Pleasant sits on Peoria's northern edge. It is 10,000 acres of actual real water in the middle of the desert, full of boats, fishermen, and kids jumping off the back of pontoons. For a lot of family, that is a single feature that is a decider. Peoria also has spring training. Peoria Sports Complex, the Padres and the Mariners both train there. If you are a baseball family, this is your Disneyland. Now, the honest part: Peoria has grown fast, very fast, and some of the northern areas of Peoria have long commutes. If your job's in Central Phoenix or Tempe, you could be looking at 35 to 50 minutes in traffic each way. This is real. Also, the nightlife here, let's call it relaxed. Think craft breweries and casual patios, not rooftop dance floors. This is either a plus or a minus depending on what stage of the life you're in. Who is Peoria actually for? It fits you if you have kids or you plan to. It fits you if you want a newer build with modern finishes. And it fits if you want space, parks, lakes, and a real neighborhood feel without paying for Scottsdale prices. Now, let's talk Glendale, the city nobody talks enough about. The median home price in Glendale ranges from about $405 to $425 in early 2026. That is the lowest of all three cities. Not by a little, by a lot. Let me put it in perspective. For the price of a 3-bedroom townhouse in Scottsdale, you can buy a 4-bedroom house with a pool in Glendale and still have enough money for the moving truck. Glendale is older out of the three cities. Most of it was built in 1960s and 1990. The trees are bigger, the yards are bigger, the neighborhoods feel settled in a way that the newer builds cannot replicate. But Glendale is not all frozen in time, not even close. Glendale actually is the sports and event capital of the West. So State Farm Stadium, where the Arizona Cardinals play. You have Desert Diamond Arena, where concerts and the Coyotes used to play. The Westgate Entertainment District. These are all in Glendale. And if you like Saturday game day, a big concert, or a Friday night out, you are 10 minutes from all of it. Glendale also has an old town, historic downtown area. Glendale is full of antique shops, little restaurants, and an actual walkable main street. It feels like a small town in a suburb of 5 million person metro. Now, the honest part: Glendale is a bigger city, bigger range neighborhoods. Some areas are incredible. Arrowhead, for example, has great schools, beautiful homes. Other areas are older and need more work. If you are buying in Glendale, you cannot rely on the city name. You need to know the neighborhood. Also, some parts of Glendale have higher property tax rates than Scottsdale. That surprises people. We will get into that in a second. Who is Glendale actually for? It fits you if you want the most house for your dollar. It fits if you like character over newer construction. And it fits you if you want easy access to games, concerts, and downtown fun without paying downtown prices. All right, let's stack all three side by side, numbers only, no marketing. Medium home price as of early 2026. Scottsdale is around $965,000. Peoria is between $535 and $600. Glendale is about $405 to $425. Property taxes, here's where it gets interesting. Arizona has a relatively low property tax compared to most of the country. The effective rate in Maricopa County averages around 46 to 60%, but it varies by city and school district. Scottsdale is around 47%, with some zip codes being as low as 37%. Peoria is between 55 and 70%. Glendale is between 55 and 80%, again, depending on the district. So the tax rate itself is lowest in Scottsdale, but since Scottsdale homes cost twice as much, the actual tax bill in Scottsdale is usually much higher in total dollars. HOAs. Scottsdale, most homes have HOAs ranging between $100 a month in older areas, over $500 a month in gated or guarded neighborhoods. Peoria HOAs are nearly universal. The newer master planned areas expect between $80 and $200 a month, sometimes more for communities in that have a golf or lake access. Glendale, a lot of the older neighborhoods have no HOAs at all. The newer developments do, but usually run between $60 and $150 per month. If you're HOA allergic, Glendale gives you the most escape hatches. Peoria gives you the fewest. Now, let's talk about the question nobody loves asking out loud. Is this a good investment? Over the last 10 years, all three cities have seen a strong appreciation. Phoenix Metro has been one of the top growing real estate markets in the country, but they have not all grown the same way. Scottsdale has been the most stable. Prices go up slowly and steadily. The luxury market acts like a shock absorber. When times are good, Scottsdale goes up. When times get tough, Scottsdale holds its value better than most suburbs. Peoria has been the fastest grower in raw percentage terms over the last decade. New developments have pushed north and west, and every new master plan pulls prices up with it. Areas like Estancia have seen massive appreciation. Glendale has been a sleeper for years, but it did keep pace with the rest of the valley. But the gap is closing. As Scottsdale and Peoria got expensive, buyers started looking at Glendale and realizing, hey, wait, this is actually a deal. Looking forward, here's what I would watch. For Scottsdale, the North Corridor keeps pulling in new high-end development. Talking Stick, DC Ranch, and the Salt River Corridor are still active. For Peoria, the growth corridor is far north, areas pushing up towards Lake Pleasant and the Loop 303. That is still expanding. For Glendale, keep an eye on Westgate area and anything near the new developments popping off of the 101 and the Loop 303. Infrastructure is catching up. None of these is a real guarantee. Real estate can dip, but all three cities are in the metro that are growing. And that is the single biggest factor for long-term appreciation. Let's make this simple. One question to ask. If you had to rank your top priority, which one is it? 1, lifestyle, nightlife, or resort feel. That's Scottsdale. 2, schools, family-friendly neighborhoods, and newer homes. Peoria. 3, getting the most house for your dollar in an established area. Glendale. That is 90% of the decision right there. But here is the thing. Every single buyer I work with has one version of all three on their list. Nobody wants bad schools, nobody wants to overpay, and nobody wants to live somewhere boring. The real question is which one that weighs the highest. And that is personal, not a website answer. So here is my suggestion before you pull the trigger on any of these cities. Do not make a decision off of a YouTube video, even this one. A video is a starting point. It is not a strategy. Every family has different priorities. different commutes, different budgets, different tax situations, different timelines. What works perfectly for your neighbor could be completely wrong for you. If you want to talk it through, there's a link in the description to book a free strategy call with me. No pressure, no pitch, just a conversation about your situation so you can move forward with a clear head. And if this video helped you, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. I put out a new video on Greater Phoenix every week. Neighborhoods, market updates, relocating tips, all of it. Subscribing is free. It takes 2 seconds and it makes sure the next video pops up on your feed when you need it. Drop a comment to tell me which city you are leaning toward, or ask me a question about any of them. I read every single one. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you on the next video.